Roadhog Orisa.
Yeah, absolutely. The Reinhardt and those big shield tanks are definitely something that can give your team an advantage on these linear style maps. I mean, moving into Streets phase, that shield takes up basically the entire width of that alleyway, and so it'll be interesting to see if either of these teams decide to try and capitalize on that advantage. But right off the bat, though, we see Team Thanatos going to be going with another dive comp, whereas Staff Venom choosing to defend with the Orisa Hog.
Yeah, so they have somewhat of anti-dive there with Roadhog, McCree, and Junkrat. Actually, pretty strong anti-dive. So, but again, one of those things where if you start losing, you know, it's dive. So you start or you're fighting against dive. So if you sit away over a minute and a half on this offensive push from Thanatos, they're trying to reposition themselves outside this perimeter, but they haven't built up too many ultimates to really work their way in. They have sound barrier to do so, but they're going to try and look for some picks. Super Choco fighting in this small choke point here at Hotel before backing up. He has the blade, but they're going to be able to facilitate a bunch of kills in here. Here he goes, jumping right in, looking for this back line here. The Bongo going down for the Orisa, and he immediately focuses that down. The Roadhog trying to get him away with the Grinder. He is able to get rid of him with help of the Barrage, also onto that McCree, and he's still looking for these big chunky tanks, and now looking for the Junkrat. Almost getting bursted down there, but the Reflect comes out just in time. That Mercy is boosting the Junkrat, and still the defense of Staff's Venom holding on strong with the help of this Valkyrie, but Thanatos also getting on the board there with a bunch of Valk reses, and then their DPS going off as well. Zetsu looking for more in the back corner, looking for this Mercy, trying to pick him up, just barely get out of the way, and then finally finds him the other side of this Orisa barrier. Now trying to get rid of this Orisa. This should be a completion here. A very, very chaotic fight here on the point, but it should be able to be cleaned up here on the side of Thanatos. But here comes a big Riptide from Pulse to be able to find anyone. He gets the Mercy. That could be enough for the defense to get back onto the point, but it's only this Pork who's trying to establish himself on the point. He gets bursted off and then taken out. One tick completed here for Thanatos, looking for two. Elxar getting rid of this mech, but it's still just a Genji and a Mercy remaining on the point. Mendo finding Elixir and scored, cleaning things up with his big primal no primal there, but he's still a big monkey hands, swiping him away, and his electrical cannon, no big deal. But still the defense staggering up onto the point, but they're not actually stopping the ticking away of this. This should be enough for them.
Rubber Ducky,
I love the Rubber Ducky, yeah. And meanwhile, Agent does switch over to the Reinhardt, but Zetsu just taking away all the attention there, picking up Chibu, but that's going to be immediate res there from Scored. Now another Grinder being thrown down from this Roadhog, trying to get rid of everyone off the point here, and he's doing a pretty good job of that, but he's not supporting. He's actually going a little too far. Might get picked off. Oh, a nice hook onto Mendo before he sleeks right by him, and does get the kill here. Super Choco trying to find the Reinhardt in the back, but now he's getting cornered by both of these tanks here, now getting super low, has to dive all the way back out while the rest of his team is getting absolutely routed.
But you can't move it once you put it down. This Reinhardt is a great pickup, and Good Love has been showing up huge on this Roadhog. But Diva Bomb, a little bit of a misposition. You're gonna land on top of that roof and not pick up anything. What will be picking up a kill, though, is Pulse is Riptire yet again, unerringly finding the Mercy in the backline, and Staff Venom is gonna be easy peasy, no piece of cake for them to clean up all of the staggers.
Up Super Choco, and another res, thankfully, from that Valkyrie of Mythos. The defense still holding on, but this Rhine Shield is super, super low. Chibo looking for some picks as the Rhine Shield is getting flickered on and off here, unable to convert on anything, trying to look for some picks, and almost getting found out in the back here. Oh, it's Super Choco, I believe, actually possibly almost threw down a visor just before he got put down by Scored. That's a big loss there on the side of Thanatos, and now a big Reaper ult, Death Blossom 4-4. Huge. What year is it where you're seeing these big death?
To reconsider this shieldless offense, we do see a switch from Chibuke onto the McCree instead of that Widowmaker, maybe a little bit more utility out of that DPS, as time is ticking down for Staff Venom as it did for Team Thanatos, a little bit less than a minute and a half to try and capture the last two ticks on this first objective.
Oh, Staff's Venom though, looking like they're going to go through Hotel, but the meeting's right. Oh, big Earth Shatter coming down from Mendo. That's what we need to see earlier, and it finally comes through, a colossal Earth Shatter from Mendo. And maybe it's a little too many ults being popped down, but better to be safe than sorry. Super Choco does get two off the visor. They pop the Earth Shatter, they pop the visor, they get huge payments off that investment, and now they usher them in. And then Graviton, that might have actually been eaten there by the Diva defense matrix. That's a huge loss from that Graviton. Then Pulse with a big Riptire. Mendo trying to get on board with a nice snipe onto Agent, and Mythos picking up Super Choco. But again, Chibu from the back, no one saw him coming, and he gets the high noon both on the Mythos and the mech, demeching Zakros. And now finally the offense getting us some ticks onto the board. It's Good Love stealing away two ticks. The Moira, I'm sorry, Super Choco trying to get onto a Moira though, taking advantage of that. and gets rid of Super Choco with the help of that Moira.
Back pocket as they try to make their way through streets. They're going to have very little time, and they're going to have to contend with this Diva self-destruct and the Earth Shatter here. Already coming out is the Diva Bomb, not going to be picking up anything, but Pulse, this Bastion, he's going to be getting the kills for this offense here, getting rid of Zetsuru and Westkins. That was crucial, as this is going to open the way for all of the tanks from Staff Venom to just be able to camp on this payload without any fear of that Reaper chunking their way. Chunky Thanatos is going to have to rely entirely on Westkins' Transcendence to keep them up and alive. But now Staff Venom with very interesting position, trying to take control of this high ground, force the defenders away to face the turret of their Bastion here as the supercharger comes down from Agent O Salty. Oh no, the Transcendence out from Westkins, but he gets booped away from his entire team, and Shibuki is able to find Mythos through all of this chaos here. Now self-destruct out on the payload, and it is going to pick up Pulse. Goodness gracious, Team Thanatos is turning this around. Zetsuru out with another great Death Blossom from that Reaper here, and Staff Venom once again finding themselves in the position of Team Thanatos in the last round. Seconds ticking down, and they are running out of bodies here. Tac Visor out from Super Choco, just going to be the icing on top of this cake as overtime ticks down, and I think Thanatos has just done it.
Yeah, they have. Just, wow. What? I thought, okay, the offense will be able to come right back in. Staffs Venom just in time getting the first point, but Thanatos looking so strong on defense, only slipping up once here. Mendo with a big ult. It should be another Earth Shatter, but yeah, this was after missing a big Earth Shatter, but this was huge and crucial for them cleaning up a big chunk of this time from Staffs Venom. So great job there by Thanatos.
Oh, my shield brother.
Yeah, towards the end there, actually.
Me. Once again. Once again. Once again. Once again.